What's up, guys? How you guys doing, man? And yes, I've showed this transition of Call Me Kat, and of course, the on-screen boyfriend of Leslie Jordan, which was supposed to be played, brought out the chair of Leslie Jordan. And I think one thing I could respect from this show, and it really hit me hard, was the fact of how they transitioned a main cast of this show to really transition his character the way they did and send him off. And apparently they did not want to send him off in full grief, but mostly just send him off to send him off into a happy ending, like they say, where he's in Tahiti or another country with him and his boyfriend, but his on-screen boyfriend, with them breaking character. Period. It just showed how much like Leslie Jordan impacted the lives of the workers on this show. Like beyond Call Me Kat, it's mostly not just Call Me Kat, it's just mostly about their lives, just period. And it's just such a privilege. I stumbled into the show, seeing what the show's about. Mayim Bialik, who did Big Bang Theory, was doing this show, and I thought it was the comedian Miranda, but she's a British comedian, which is what the show's loosely based off of and inspired by. And this was just, it was the most unexpected way. The show was still in its young peak. On top of it, the show was like him, he just made such an impact. He was the main cast of the show. With that strong words, main cast. And you can see now, like, most of the actors that you see right now with the two other supporting roles had to walk off the way they did. It just showed, like, how he reflected the show as well. So, another great part of this was basically the actress who comes after this scene. It's just basically Dolly Parton. And yes, I'm playing this in real time because for Dolly Parton to appear as herself and just completely doing the honor of Leslie Jordan, it was just very awesome. I thought the tribute of Call Me Kat with Leslie Jordan was going to be, you know, I seriously thought it was going to be a full episode of the cast doing interviews of moments behind the scenes with him, even just like how he impacted the show, how he got into the show Call Me Kat, what was his important part, because he was a great presence in the show, and it's great how how they sent him off, because I thought it was going to be like Eight Simple Rules where he died and the whole episode was going to be bleak and kind of just dramatic. It was a good way to reflect on the character, but I think what they did was great. They had to do it comedically, be as funny as possible, but then not blur the lines between real life and the show itself. And Mayim did a great job clearing those lines between what how they want to send off Phil and how they want to, for the actor, how they want to deal with the grief of Leslie Jordan, the actor who played Phil on the show. So I'll just say this, man, this was such a great, experience watching this show and seeing him make great impacts. Even for him, it's like just for what he did, it's just like him just being the best friend of the mom of Kat. It just seemed like he brought a little loose and fun side of the character, because even through a sitcom, she can be very kind of like, what's that word, condescending to Kat. But for him, it's like he's just completely the opposite of her mom, and for him to be uplifting, and I think that's gonna be a huge void. And it's like it's just so much fun, especially even when she was in the show cheated on. He just became there to uplift her as much as possible. So sorry to give away spoilers. I think the show itself is can be like so greatly recommended to watch. I'm the person that recommends and doesn't try and spoil. I'm like, you gotta watch it. It'll blow your mind. And I think it would just be great. So thank you, Leslie Jordan, for making light of this show, Call Me Kat, which has been the only sitcom I watch as of late. Because honestly, drama shows have took over so much of my watching time and feel more appealing to me. But this show just really stood out differently than other typical sitcoms I watch. So thank you for this great show, and just thank you for the acknowledgement of the Leslie Jordan loss that really shocked me when I found out on social media. Thank you.